It's totally not the best light for me. Oh well. It's not bad. Oh, look at that bit of hair. It's terrible. I really hope that's how you spell announcement. That's it's a long word. I didn't know that that announcement was that big of a huge word. Big of a huge word. See, the English is good. The English is good. I'm actually really tired. Ugh. I don't think I'm gonna make it until my bedtime. My proper bedtime. Oh well. So guys, well, nobody, that's because nobody's watching right now. Yeah, so peoples, I basically have Discord up and running on my computer and put a new server up for the Tubbs network. It's working. I don't want to say it's working, but I have no idea. I can't see anything that's happening on it at the moment. There's like one person in it besides me. And he's offline. So he's around, but you know. Yeah. I know it's like 12 o'clock and it's Sunday, so a lot of people are either asleep, or if you're in America, you're probably still asleep actually. So yeah, I don't blame you. It's Sunday. You're supposed to be asleep. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here quickly and just say that this is what I've been doing for the past a couple of hours. I've been basically setting this up and putting it on the social networks and all that stuff for yeah. That's cute. So yeah, I have I put up Discord. There's a link. Anybody watching this in playback, well, if anybody who's watching this is watching it in playback right now. But if you check out the description of the video, it should be, the link should be in there. I think it's a permanent link. I think that's the way that's set up. So if you want to check it out, no, you won't. Yeah, if you want to go check it out, then please do. But yeah, essentially on the Tank Tubbs channel, I basically really like the community that is up and running, seems to be up and running around the just the general chat that I get in the chat room and stuff. I love that. That stuff has been really nice. It's been really it's just really nice to see you guys talking and stuff in the chat room. And I want to continue to watch people chat in the chat room and stuff. Just about anything. It's always been very pleasant. I like it. Even the trolls, for some reason, I don't entertain the trolls, but I do like to, you know, I do like to just kind of humiliate trolls a little bit. There's nothing wrong with a bit of like, what is it, mental masturbation, I guess. So yeah, I've got the servers up, and now my eyes are watering. Everything's just not going good for this announcement. Yeah. I'm getting to why I put the Discord up and stuff. Essentially, a few people have actually asked me. I'm just going to close it. I'm not winking at anybody. This is just my eye now. Just the way it is now forever. Cool. We've done this tomorrow. I should have done the announcement tomorrow. Yeah. Hopefully it's a permanent chat room. I think it's permanent. I kind of like made it not that way. But yeah, like I said, I just like the I like to witness the chat that happens in the chat sections of my live videos and stuff. I always want that to. I wish there was a way to just continue the chat room. So this Discord server is a way of doing that. The only problem is that I know a lot of people don't have Discord, and I mean that's cool. Oh, for fuck's sake, my eyes just really, yeah. Hey, Wolfie. Oh, that's good. Wow. Brace yourselves before just joining the server. Hey, Wolfie. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, I basically, a few people have asked me if I should, if I could make a Tubbs server and stuff, so that they can talk as well, so they can keep talking after I've been on around, because they like the chat room. And yeah, this is a good way of doing that, to basically make sure that there's a chat room all the time. I did basically okay, I think I'm done with all the annoying eye shit. Okay. I hate it so much. Yeah, I think this is a good way of doing that. And also, basically, I know a lot of people don't have Discord, and that's okay. For example, I don't think Jeff is going to make an account on Discord just so that he can remain connected all the time. But people like him. I think it'll happen. I think they'll be okay. But yeah, I just like watching you guys talk about me. I think that's the thing that I really get out of this, is that basically. But no, like I said, a lot of people have come up to me and just said that there was a way of doing that. Yeah. That was a second. What? Really? Or with the thumbs up? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. But I don't mind saying that. I keep getting derailed because I'm tired and I haven't gone to bed yet. I think that's it. You're not late to the trend. Well, I am late because somebody said that I should do Discord around about a year ago. So I want to be late to trends. That's the thing. I don't mind being late to trends. I like that, in fact. This is because I'm late to the trends. I kept seeing like a lot of really nice bears at bear events with the mohawk, kind of half mohawk thing. And so I kept saying to myself, maybe one day, when it's blown over, that I'll do that. And yeah, basically, it was 4 years. 4 years later, I did this to myself. So yeah. And you're not that late to the doctor. Well, I want to be. That's the thing, Wolfie. I kind of want to be. Yeah. So that's up. I'm glad that it's up and working. It's nice that there's. It's nice that there's like I was gonna say. It's nice that there's 3 people in it already and talking and stuff. But essentially, it's basically 2 people, and one of them's not online at the moment, so it's fine. Don't know. Hopefully this is a permanent server. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I'm very, very new to Discord. I basically created the account when I created the server and stuff. I have known about it for years, a couple of years now. So yeah. But no, there is. It's just up there. If you want to be ready to adopt a trend, up on the synth wave bandwagons and the 80 synths are cool again. Oh no. Because my partner really loves that. My partner really likes that. And he yeah. No, I get enough of that at home. I don't need any more of that at home. So yeah. Wow. I was just on here to talk about that. Oh, and also that I did have another announcement. I don't know, is that how you spell announcement, Wolfie? Just put me out of my misery and say it's wrong already, because I just keep looking at it. I keep noticing it. It's like, is it right? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it should be that long of a word, but it's quite a long word. I don't know. My dyslexia is getting the best of me. Yeah. But as we're doing announcements, I'm also sick. Ugh. I'm also sick, which is great. I think my partner gave me a cold. Bastard. It could just be because I'm tired. But I don't know. Hate self. How are you anyway, Wolfie? What are you up to? You need some donuts, belly rub, and a foot rub. Yes, yes, please. Yeah. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to do this. I said I wasn't going to do this anymore. I said that it's basically been a month. I'm going to get over it. I'm not going to talk about Vegas anymore, but holy fuck, do I wish I was in Vegas. Because I got donuts, and I got belly rubs, and I even got a foot rub. I will do my feet, but the floor is disgusting in here right now. It's not disgusting. It's just messy. My beans overflowing, but yeah. So yeah. So now we have a new place to just hang out without me having to come on stream all the time. So yeah. I need a big snuggle. I think that's the main thing I need. I need big snuggles. Although now you say it, donuts, I can eat donuts, but then again, that's just me and Piggy. I need donuts. Post-con depression is a serious. Yeah, no, I had that. I did have that for the first 2 weeks after I had it seriously bad. It's mainly bad because it was so good. I had it. Yeah, I had it really bad because it was just so good. It was my best one. It takes me about 2 months to get past it. That's the thing. Not only do I have this problem, but also now I'm going to another one. I'm going to the UK. It's the biggest bear event in the UK, and I don't want to go to it because it's not going to be as good as Vegas. I'm going to be that guy that's just going to be talking about Vegas the entire time, and I can't help it. I can't help myself. And I'm going to be that guy that just does that, especially since, yeah. It was too good. I did all of the good stuff. I did all of the good stuff at that peck and bench. It's just so weird. I don't feel like this during the sci-fi convention. You know, after the sci-fi convention, I don't feel like that at all. I get it for like 2 days after the sci-fi convention. I get it kind of like, oh, I'm not going to be able to have breakfast with these guys anymore. But then after 2 days, I'm okay. I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of just looking forward to the next one. But the Vegas thing, I was crying on the plane. I nearly cried my last day because I realized that a lot of these people I might not see ever again. And it just hit me really hard while I was on the big. Yeah. We just need to get you a nice double class runabout, point-to-point transporter replicators. A Danube. I can't remember how they pronounce that. Dude, sci-fi. You know what buttons to push. That's the weird thing. Why, Wolfie? Why? Why do you know what buttons to push with me? Why? No. Intrepid class. If we're gonna go spaceships, I want the whole hog. Okay. I want an Intrepid class space starship. There's no getting around it. I want that ship. I want that ship. It will be mine. Intrepid class. I don't even want to be captain of it. I want to be the engineer of that thing. But yeah. I mean, I'd settle for one now, I guess. But I'd rather have the Aerofighter, which is basically a runabout with bigger wings from Voyager that you never got to see. From the Intrepid class. Basically, it's the Intrepid class, it's captain's yacht. Yeah. Because I don't know if you know this, but basically the runabouts really the interiors are dinky. They look kind of spacious, but the interiors of runabouts are really small. And you know, I'm only getting bigger, so yeah. Chief Tubbs, did you replace all the binaural gel packs with donut filling? Those things are a death trap. When they work brilliantly, but there's so much that can go wrong with them, you know. I think they've like done them better. I don't know. It's like yeah, the Borg adapted them or something and made them better. I don't know how they did it, but yeah, there's a whole book basically dedicated to fucking binaural gel packs. But yeah, I would use the replicators a lot. That would be awesome. That's the thing, though, isn't it? In the future, they haven't cured the cold. I need something to cure my cold. But no, the Intrepid class has nice wide corridors. You know, I mean, it has two recreational lounges. You know, basically the what do they call it in what do they call it in Voyager? The kitchen, you know, it wasn't called the galley, it was called something else. Hey, basic person. Well, the Intrepid was the first class to use them, so it was brand new tech for the Federation at that point. Yeah, they did call it the galley. They did call it the galley. Yeah, it has two of those. Not a lot of people know that. Basically, if you go to the rear of the ship, the observation, there's an observation deck right underneath the shuttle bay. The shuttle bay open doors, and basically they've got different windows, but they're huge windows, and it's just classed as a lounge. But I've seen the deck plans, and it's actually called. It's actually another galley for the secondary hull. So it's like, yeah, it's awesome. Do you like Star Trek, Wolfie? I love Star Trek. Don't know, how are you, basic person? How are you doing? Wolfie, did you see the picture that I did for basic person? The old dog. Oh, now I'm like doing anything on Discord. I haven't actually tested out my mic and stuff on Discord. I should do that. Oh yeah, it's very nicely done. Cool. I was going to say basic person again, but it's just, I like one word. I don't want to call you basic. I don't want to call you person. So I was going to say BP. I was like, wait a minute, that's wrong. Why is that wrong? But it's the name of the oil company or something, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah, do you know what I did to basically do basic person's picture? What I did was I basically aged up a lot. 5. It's just 5, just aged up, because I basically imagined him being a big fat Santa dog. You know, basically Santa but a dog. But yeah, I keep playing Star Trek Online on and off. They're rolling out big update this summer. Brought in most of the cast from Deep Space Nine for voice work. Well, that sounds cool. I could never get on with Star Trek Online. It's just that they keep making weird choices, like with their storylines, and also the ships are huge. Like the ship's interiors are huge, and I can't. I'm sorry, I can't forgive them for messing with certain classes of ships, just so that they can make a game out of it. You know, it's like, well, the corridors have to be much wider because people are not going to be able to just get their character through doors very easily. They need a big running space to get through doors and stuff. It's more online friendly. It's like, I hate that. I hate that so much. What are you talking about, says basic person? What? Pick a topic. I'm talking about Star Trek right now. But yeah, I played Star Trek Online a couple of times, and you know, I attempted to play it a couple of times, and I just can't. It's a bit too. It's just a bit too much. You know, I like that they want to include. You know, they basically in order to get as many people on, into Star Trek Online, into the game as possible, they basically made a game out of everything. So you've got like first-person shooter elements, you've got team building elements, you've got like a card game element, you've got like an advancement tree and all this stuff. You got a diplomatic element, and it's just like I just want the space fights. I just want the spaceship fights. Oh, Star Trek, I've seen at least 10 episodes and found it interesting. Then still watching it for some reason. Yeah, you should watch it. It's awesome. Totally check it out. It is awesome. That's some fizzy. I don't have much fizzy left. I'm in a bad way, guys. I need help. Like Wolfie said, I need donuts and belly rubs and foot rubs. And I've got a lift. I've got a very, very, very basic lift right now because I bit my tongue when I sneezed earlier. And I nearly choked on my coke. But yeah. Oh, did you ask what BP? Did you ask what Discord was earlier? Because I don't check. I try to keep up with my Twitter and my social media, but I'm really shit at it a lot of the times. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that question. Yeah, I did. It's basically a kind of like a team chat system, mostly used for gaming, where you can make a server and a bunch of people just talk in the server, and basically it's also got a chat room and all that stuff in it. That's what Discord is. I don't know how to answer it better than that, so I'm sorry. Wolfie, what's your favorite ship? What's your favorite ship in Star Trek? If you don't mind me asking. my chair's creaking so much, I think I might put on a bit of weight. Miranda class. Did I ask you that before? Miranda class. Well, it's unique. It's kind of unique in design. Hidden deflector dish. Don't like that, but apart from that, everything else I like about it, it's pretty good. It's like a very, very good heavy cruiser. Heavy cruiser. It's like, oh, it's like that's a cool design on the wings there. What are those? They're nothing. They're just, they're laser cannons, but they're nothing. They're just supports. Great. What are they supporting? A gun, torpedo launchers. It's fine. It's fine. It's like, right. Yeah, we're an exploration fleet. We don't really. We want to we want to be friendly. It's like, yeah, we're friendly, but but we just got big weapons, like there. Big fuck off weapons. No, I did like that ship. It's kind of I'm not a fan of ships that don't have secondary hulls, but that ship actually pulls it off a lot, because it's got a big chunky back to it and stuff. So I like it. It's cool. I really love the Overearth class. That's one of my favorites, but Sorry, Intrepid class still wins. Hey Jeffrey. Jeffrey, are you willing to get Discord? I asked this earlier when you weren't here. Do you know what Discord is? I also really like the Nebula class. Oh. See, I didn't like it. Then somebody was telling me a couple of really good things about the Nebula class. I like it as an engineering ship. You know, it's a good engineering example of stuff. But essentially, it is just a galaxy class that's just been squished. It's kind of painful, actually, how it's been squished. It's very much get bashed from just to have a smaller profile. You know, it's basically all it is. I do like the extra pod that they put on it because it was like, okay, it looks weird. It looks too weird. How are we going to fix this? And they're like, we can put a pod on the top of it. And it's like, genius, do that. Do that. What's the pod going to do? It can be a weapons pod. And it's like, who's the guy who keeps making weapons pods just on top of ships? Why do they keep doing this? Why do they do this? It's crazy. But the fact that they made it a multi-purpose pod, including somebody told me that it was also they can also have a pod on top of it that is a saucer reclamation pod. It's the Nebula class is the thing that they send out to retrieve the saucer sections of other ships when the star drive sections of ships have blown up. Let's finish charging. Sweet. So yeah, it's freaking awesome if you think about it that way. If you think about it with two saucer sections stuck on it, that's kind of awesome. The other thing, the main thing that I don't like about the Nebula class is that its shuttle bay is obstructed incredibly largely by a giant pillar right in front of it. That's anything I don't like about the Nebula class, really. The pod on the wing, for the Miranda class was supposed to be the Federation's first attempt at multi-mission modules, but they scrapped it and brought back the concept with Nebula class. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean in canon. I know what you mean, but you know, they basically wanted something that was like the Enterprise, but both less intimidating and more intimidating at the same time. And that's why they built that design for that movie. That's the reason why that design exists. It's supposed to be like both smaller but meaner than the Enterprise. You know. So they wanted to make sure that they basically had all the right stuff in it to make it smaller. Well, they had the very basic design of the saucer section with engines, but to make it meaner, they put the giant engine supports were raised up, and they made them phaser guns and a torpedo launcher and stuff like that. The moral of the story: the Federation has too many experimental engineers and not nearly enough practical ones. I like the experimental engineers, though. Without them, you wouldn't have had the Intrepid class. I love the Intrepid class. I've heard of it, Tubbs. I guess I have to check it out. Yeah, it's just a chat service. I mean, do you have like Skype or anything? You don't have to tell me if you do. But it's kind of like it's like Skype, but emphasis on the voice and the conferencing, basically. It's just talking via computer. I don't think it's gonna work for that long, to be honest with you. Now that I've made it and now I'm talking to you guys, I don't think this is gonna work. The Discord thing is not gonna work. Maybe. Because basically I'll be reading off what people are saying in Discord and the chat room, hopefully, in the future. That's kind of how I'm seeing it done. But I'm not entirely sure. Plus, you can talk on Discord whilst not here and stuff, whilst I'm not doing live streams. That's the main reason for this. By the way, Jeff, that video that we sent to upload is only 74% done. It's not even a huge video. It's going to take 2 hours, apparently. Bullshit. Yeah. What do you think, Wolfie? What do you think about the overgrowth class? I think it'll work. It'll be a good way for us all to keep in touch with you when you're not streaming. Yeah, or if something goes wrong with one of my with one of my channels, I can at least say on Discord what's happening and stuff. Because the only reason why I'm streaming here is because the LiveTUBBS channel is down with the streaming. Not allowed streaming at the moment. Because of the copyright, not the copyright strike, the community guidelines strike. Still can't believe that. Well, I wish the sauce was a bit bigger. Oh, but it's so cute. It's a dinky little science vessel. She's so cute. And don't ask me how they get between the saucer section to the other bit. The turbolift bends somehow. There's a turbolift shaft, but it bends. Either that or you have to go through a ladder. There's two different faults. They say there's a turbolift shaft in there, but there's no room for a turbolift shaft in there. There's a ladder. You have to use a ladder. Yeah, Jeff, it's only 74% done. I don't know why this one's taking so long. There's no footage from this camera. This camera's the thing that does that. The deadlifts. The Canon deadlifts, or the Canon deadlifts is the sphere. The deadlifts. It's a very cool one. I like that one. I like that the classic one. Yeah. And I like the sphere idea that they had. Do you know why they had a sphere idea? Do you know why the canon reason why they had a sphere idea? Not the practical reason. Although it is a practical reason. Tubbs, would you rather Star Trek or Star Wars? Star Trek. They never explain anything in Star Wars. Like, you get a brief idea about how things work if you buy the tactical manuals, but technical manuals, but then it doesn't really make sense. It's all fusion reactors, reactors, and ion based. And how the warp drive works, they don't actually explain, like the hyperdrive. Like, I really like the technical side of stuff, like the storylines and stuff. But you know, it's very storyline based. It's a space opera, you know, not a space drama. Yeah, Wolfie, did you know the practical reason why they did that? The technical reason why they did the sphere? It's because the decks used to be based on they were not horizontal decks. They used to be portrait decks. Olympic class would be good. Olympic class would be good as a cruise ship because basically it has a lot of beds. It's a giant medical bay. It's a giant sick bay. The whole ship, except for the bridge and some of the engineering section, is basically what is it, just a medical bay. They have a botanical section, but that's it. But yeah, the whole spherical section was because they wanted to ship them. But yeah, an interstellar cruise ship. What do we call it? How about we call it the Baratzi? Baratzi class. What's your favorite TV series not including Star Trek? It varies from time to time. My favorite one right now. Oh, my favorite one of all time. That's easy. It's easy. My favorite one of all time actually is easy. It's Firefly. Like, duh. You're short. Yay. You're short and fat. Cute piped up. What? Jeffrey, what? What? Oh, yeah. That's one thing they didn't have in Vegas was a Krispy Kreme. What the fuck? No Krispy Kreme in Vegas? They're Dunkin' Donuts, but they're just not good. I don't like Dunkin' Donuts. You gotta rip out half the sick bays, so half? I think we'll be okay with one sick bay per deck. You know? On an Olympic class, one sick bay per deck would be fine. You know? In the engineering section as well. Maybe one in the Star Drive section. But yeah, hollow decks are better than hollow suites. So, like, have a whole section of hollow decks. Put a pool in there somewhere. In the botanical section, put a pool, big pool. Krispy Kremes are good. Yeah, Krispy Kremes are good. It's got to be a Bear barber shop, of course, and a spa, a Bear spa. I'm just thinking of all the stuff that makes good bear runs, and I'm just listing all the stuff that makes. I'm listing all the stuff that makes a good. That made Vegas great. The good things that make Vegas great. There's got to be a brilliant canteen. I know you got the replicators and stuff, but I like buffet. So maybe, yeah, I guess the replicators can do buffets fine. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh. I meant your pipe you were smoking. Oh, you like the Polish pipe. The short, fat, round cartoon pipe. It's basically a cartoon. It's just so well designed. I like that. I don't like the stem. I'm basically breaking the stem very slowly with my teeth. I can't help it. I've got big, sharp teeth. It happens. We'll have holographic stuff for the Krispy Kreme. Please state the nature of your donut emergency. That's a good one. I like that. Never had food from Krispy Kreme. BP, you're in the UK. Right, I think you're in the UK. I'm hoping I'm not misremembering. I'm so sorry if I am. But yeah, if you go to a Tesco in the UK, then they usually have like a donut section, but they usually have like a cabinet for Krispy Kreme, a special cabinet in Tesco for Krispy Kreme, and you can pick up like a selection of 12 donuts. That's what I normally do. Every time I go to the big Tesco's in town, they're usually in Tesco's Extras. Then yeah, you could basically just pick up a selection from Krispy Kreme, from the Krispy Kreme counter. And it depends if you like donuts. If you don't like donuts, then like I'm sorry, we can't be friends. No, I'm kidding. Even if you don't like donuts, you can give them to me. It's fine. Are you going to like are you going to Bear Bash? I like some donuts. The Krispy Kreme in Manchester, they have donuts. I mean, if your legs are better, then we can definitely go to Bear Bash and have donuts. Well, you can try to get some of my donuts at the Bear Picnic, at the Chub Chaser Picnic. Because I bring donuts, but they usually are my donuts. So I have to get extra donuts. And I promised I'll only eat most of those. Oh, my stream's gone funny. Are you guys okay? Can you see and hear me okay? I think this is done, this pipe. Stretching. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, I can. Oh, you can see and hear me. I thought you were saying, yeah, I can go to Manchester. I was like, oh, that's going to be so great. I've got a lot of friends that basically just can't make it this year. Still haven't messaged Ian. Damn it. It's dingus. My stream on my end, I don't know if just doing that again. The annoying wheel. But my internet seems to be fine, so weird. Creepy, bad. How is your leg, by the way, basic person? Wolfie, you seem to be hung up on donuts. I don't mind it. I really don't. Like, Jesus, I really don't. I really love donuts. I can never get tired of Krispy Kreme donuts. But, like, is there anything else? Why don't you just have a donut ship? The donut space station. It could be in the shape of a donut. You know, space duck, but with a donut on top of it instead of a mushroom. It's from time to time, but yeah, it's fine. That's good. Because it's been so long since we actually since you've been on here again. I was really hoping there was anything I said or did or anything. Wow, my stream is really fucked up. I said this was only going to be a quick one, but I think I've only been on for like an hour or so. Oh, yep, about an hour. I don't know what to talk about now. I kind of stuck myself. Is my heating on? Because it's gotten cold again all the time. Getting a bit cool again. Although people seem to be doing their gardening. So yeah. I'm sorry, BP. I'm glad that you've been making requests and stuff. What's your favorite mythical animal? Mythical animal. Modern mythical animal. There's got to be a pandaron. Just comes to mind. I don't know why. But no, I'm thinking. Hella's giant wolf is something. Some dragons are cute. I think you've asked me this before. I don't know. I don't really have favorites. That's the thing. Did you have yummy pita bread? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I ate all my bread, all my pita breads. But it's basically like a whole loaf of bread because it's just so dense. I still feel nice and stuffed from it. I think we're going out for lunch, dinner soon. Phoenix. I think that's how you spell it too, but I don't know. Dyslexia, you know. Phoenix is cool. They can be gentle or they can be fierce. So good choice, I guess. There's a lot of good Norse mythology kind of animals, but I can't pick. Sorry. There's a really cute old troll from Norse mythology who basically is Santa. It's a big fat old troll. That's where we get the gnomes from, you know. You know how I like Santa. Mm. I think we lost Wolfie. I think we lost Wolfie. Sad. Although he says he's still online on Discord, so I don't know. Is he off fantasizing about a foot rubbing in the Krispy Kreme spaceship? I think that's what he is. I think that's where he is right now. Oh, what's the book called? Oh, what book are you reading from Norse mythology? Is it the Icelandic one? The Icelandic one isn't super accurate. It's like a Icelandic. It's a sect of the Norse mythology. It's not actually the full Norse mythology, but it's weird. Oh, that's done. I don't think I can get any more out of that without putting my tongue. It's already hating me. I'd step away for the restaurant back now. Hey, Wolfie. Every time I say Wolfie, Wolfie is the name of my mother's neighbour's dog. His name is Wolfie. And he's always in attack mode. And I'm going to paint the picture. God, I'm going to paint the picture of this really fierce beast. It's a killer. It's a giant killer dog, and it'll completely savage you, you know, and just destroy you and everything like that. But in fact, it's actually a very tiny dog. It's a little hot dog dog. She calls it Wolfie, and every time you walk past her caravan house, it comes out and it's like it's right at the gate and it's just barking at you and stuff. And if you put your hand down, because you can't put your hand down, if you put your hand in there, it'll bite you, but it won't actually have any force to it. So it'll be like it's gumming you, You know, it has teeth, but it's so cute. It's too cute to be vicious, you know. But you just get like, it's got the intent that it wants to destroy you. It wants to rip you to pieces. But it's like, it's too cute. It can't actually do any harm to you. But no, she calls it Wolfie, and every time I say Wolfie, I just keep imagining Wolfie, the dog Wolfie. It's just hysterical. And part of my brain is always in fantasy mode. So yeah, you were on the donut space station, eating donuts and having your foot rubbed, basically. Fair enough. Careful though, because some of the donuts might be cursed, and you might end up with like a giant Boston cream again. And I know that would suck so much for you. Basic Person says the one by Neil something, and I also got some old comics that I've been reading. Cool. I don't know. It's called the Iliad. It's not the Iliad. It's the it's got an E name. It's an E name. I'm strangely okay with this. I'm turning into a donut. Yeah. In the furry universe, the guy who owns that bakery that produces the magical enchanted donuts and stuff like that, he in a roleplay session turned pork chop into a big eclair, a big round fat eclair, until like fluffy white clouds of cream came out of his nose, his snout. And I basically just like I kind of like I force raped pork chop somehow, because basically where's the other, you know, if that's where the cream's coming out on him there, where's the other end of the cream coming? So I basically forced the guy to play into giving him a kind of like cream rim job kind of thing. Is bad. It was bad. This is why I don't roleplay. Yeah. So yeah, so imagine where I basically drew your character as a Boston cream. Where's the filling hole? Aren't you worried that somebody might come and try to eat your cream out of your filling hole? Basically, since I drew you in that configuration, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. So I'm too tired to think not weirdly, weirdly, strangely, sexily. I don't know. I need to wash my glass. I know, Wolfie, you got cream all over your paws, your feet paws. What if somebody comes and licks it off? I know what buttons to push as well. Well, guys, I've finished my pipe. I've made the announcement. I know, whatever will I do? Tease. Bad tease. What is the weirdest thing you've had? You've have ever fantasy of that I've ever fantasized about? The weirdest thing? I don't know. It's like, yeah. I don't know what you mean by the weirdest thing, because a fantasy is by its very nature weird. The most pleasure that I've ever had from a fantasy. Can only think of the recent one. Like Chris was telling me while he was doing naughty things to my junk. Was that basically he would love to have fed me through a funnel, like in one of my videos, and until I was big enough for him to roll, so that he could roll me outside to the pool, not in the pool, so that other people could like do naughty things to my junk, basically. I mean, that's not weird. It's not that weird. It did make me think for the rest of the whole trip that basically, I wonder what it'd be like to be rolled, to be round enough to actually be rolled. But yeah, for some reason that gave me immense pleasure trying to think of, wonder how that would work. Is that a weird one? Is that too weird? Is that just that's just me thinking that's just kind of fantastical and weird? Not really. Good. I miss Chris. I did have a kind of. Did dreams count as fantasies? Because I did have a really nice dream fantasy, kind of. But this is kind of tame fantasy wise, I think. But essentially, it was just that I met Chris at Bear Bash, and we ended up having the bestest time. Him, my partner, and me at Bear Bash. It was so good. I miss my little piggy. Can't help it. And then I woke up and realized that he probably wasn't going to be there. Like, definitely isn't going to be there. I was all sad. But, yeah. Oh, BP, I don't know if you know this. Chris is the guy from, I mean, if you've seen on Twitter, Chris is the guy, Chris is the other pig in that picture that I put on Twitter. But that's Chris. He was my vacation boyfriend, my holiday boyfriend. So yeah. So if I made you sad, no, I'm just sad in general. You know, I had a holiday boyfriend, and he was great. But I keep telling myself he was just my holiday boyfriend. You know the person I'm talking about. That's good. I didn't really want to go into it again because you know the memories are so nice. But you know, that's all I have right now. That and a few naughty pictures. And one video that I can't show you guys. And many dirty thoughts. But got to go for some time. I'll be back. It's okay. I'm going to go and potentially go to like Tesco's and stuff. I don't know though yet. But no, this was just this whole stream was just meant to be just a quick announcement, and then I was going to leave anyway, because eventually I have to go to bed again. I was hoping to have the whole day. Well, I wasn't going to feel tired, but I'm feeling knackered. Just absolutely knackered right now. But if you just stick around just for the ending, basically, of BP, then that'd be great. But if you have to go right now, I totally understand. So yeah, guys, it has been awesome talking to you. It really has. It was awesome that we've got the Discord thing up, even though it's not super crazy busy right now. It's still great that the Discord is up, and who knows, it will get busier later. I'm going to put the link to the Discord in one of the videos that I'm uploading right now. And hopefully that might get some more people to be in the Discord that actually wanted to be in this in the first place. But yeah, it's okay if they don't. But I will be back on doing a live stream sometime either in the day today or sometime early in the day tomorrow for me. So yeah, basically in about 10 hours time, probably more than that, I'll be back online. But guys, buddy, what's you guys? Well, it's really cold right here. And buddy, salute. And I'll see you guys in a few hours. There's a very, very remote chance that I'll just have like a couple of hours sleep and then I'll probably be back on anyway. But a very, very remote chance. So yeah, say bye, Tubbs, and I'll hit the goodbye button. Oh, Carl's here. Says Discord, yeah. Carl, if you want to check the link in the description, then there's a link to the Discord. I will keep it open for as long as I can, but I think the server's permanent. I really hope the server's permanent. I'm going to check that out before I leave anyway, so yeah. Okay, you guys can go to Discord, that's great. Thanks for the buys and stuff. And anytime, Wolfie. Anytime. It's permanent. Awesome. Later, dudes. See you in a bit. Enjoy the videos when they finally do come up. It's taking a forever. Let me just turn out how that's going, by the way. It's on 77%. It says it's got an hour and 40 minutes left. Oh, Jesus. Bullshit. Anyway. Laters.